All right, now flick it. Okay. What's up guys, my name is Andrei Jikh and welcome to the Invest in Yourself Cardistry and Magic Edition, where in this series I'm gonna talk to you about investing, but not in the stock market, but in yourself. Today I'm gonna teach you Snapshot, which is the move you just saw. It's one of my favorite moves. It's something that I actually taught one of my childhood heroes for a small budget flick. You guys might have heard of it. It's called Now You See Me. That's a weird flex. Daniel Radcliffe, Harry Potter. Fun story, when I actually saw Dan for the first, like the night before, I was like in sweat all night long. I was like, I can't believe I'm gonna meet all these celebrities and people I've looked up to as a kid. And Dan and I, we're like the same age, we're the same height. And so when I saw him as a kid, I would go to the movie theaters with my mom. And every year when I would see him and he would be a little bit older, you know, in the first one, in the Chamber of Secrets, and then the Prisoner of Azkaban, I almost got to see him grow up on screen. So when I saw him, I was like, yo, Dan, you're not gonna believe this, but I've idolized you, you know, since I was a little kid. You know, I thought I was about to my pants when I met you. That's literally what I said. And he's like, dude, don't worry about it. I've heard way worse than that. And from then on, we got to spend like 10 hours every day with each other, working on the movie while I taught him some cardistry. He was the most passionate and he had the most like fire and drive to learn cardistry, so I could teach him anything. He was so enthusiastic that his enthusiasm made up for whatever he lacked in his technical ability. So he was actually able to learn this move and do this move in the scene where in the second movie, if you guys remember, where the four horsemen, they enter the apartment, there's like a rock song playing in the background and he's just flicking the card from one hand to the other constantly. That was not CGI. That was actually him doing it, and he was able to do this move for real. Again, it's one of my favorite moves because you can actually do this move with a single playing card, or you can even do it with the credit cards. The next time you're, you know, at a store or you're checking out or you're buying something, you could just be like, oh, you want me to pay? Bam! You just hand it out. Sometimes they'll look at you like, okay, and I'll take. Or other times they're really genuinely amazed. It's about 50-50. But either way, it's one of my favorite moves. I'm gonna get random friends of mine, maybe my parents, maybe my girlfriend some weeks, and I'm just gonna teach them cardistry and magic, and just to see and get their feedback, because oftentimes when I'm teaching somebody, I get to learn, and maybe you guys get to learn when you see somebody having like a problem. You might be like, yes, that's the problem I'm having. I can't get this thing to work, and they're having the same issue, and I can address it right there and then. So it's kind of like an interactive tutorial. I've probably rambled for like 5 minutes straight now without actually showing you anything. So with that said, let's start learning Snapshot. Hello, this is my girlfriend, Corey.
Lady Ortega.
Lady Ortega, first of her house. What?
No, it's Lady Corey from House Ortega. First of her name, Mother Chicken.
It's like Mother of Dragons, but less threatening. I'm gonna teach Corey how to do Snapshot. Corey's never really practiced this move, so I just wanna see in the beginning of this video, like how she does it for the first time, and then we're gonna see by the end of it how she's gonna learn it, if she will be able to learn it. So take a card, yep, okay, hold it on the corner, and then just snap your finger.
Well.
Okay, that works. Try one more time.
Okay. Just snap it?
Mm-hmm.
Like a regular snap?
Yeah. Whoa.
Oh.
All right, so like second try, that kind of, she gets it the first time. I'm just leaving.
Oh God.
Okay.
Oh.
Great, this is exactly the result I wanted. Because if she did a perfect one, I would have just walked away right now. So, okay, so we're gonna learn it right now. All right, you guys can follow along at home as well. So grab an ordinary card as opposed to just an extraordinary card. I don't know, just an ordinary playing card. You guys can take your credit card if you don't have any deck of cards. Or you can go to IPO52.com and get yourself a Bitcoin deck of cards. Okay, shameless plug. So we're gonna hold the card. You're righty, right?
Right.
Okay, usually in cardistry, everything is the opposite. So I write with my left hand, which means I hold the deck in my right. And for you, if you're watching this, you probably are a righty, which means the opposite. So you will hold the deck in your left. But for this move, for whatever reason, you will hold the card in the same hand that you write with. So you write with your right.
Yeah.
So you're just gonna hold it in your right. So this is what you do. So you're gonna hold the card pretty loosely like this with the thumb and middle fingers, like that. And one of the biggest mistakes that people make when they hold this is they hold it in the wrong position. Like I see this, like this is what you gotta do. You gotta hold the card so that it's exactly this way, it's vertical, right? And then you wanna hold it in the corner, like that, yep. And then you're holding it kind of loosely, like not too tight, so you can see how it's kind of wobbling there. And you know you're holding it right when you can see this 90 degrees, right? So you can, there we go. And now when you wanna shoot the card, what you're gonna do is you're gonna point your hand away so that the palm is facing away from you. So right now my palm is facing kind of the lens, and you know the card is going to go between that 90 degrees. So right here, you can see that 90, it's gonna go exactly down the middle. It's gonna cut in between. It's gonna be the 45 degrees, right? So wherever you aim it, just assume that like if I flick it from now, it's gonna hit my face, right?
Well, I feel like I'm gonna hit my face.
I'm not gonna flick it. But it's gonna hit my face right now. So I don't wanna do that, which means if I wanna throw it from hand to hand, I would kind of angle my palm awkwardly almost, like away from me, like this. There we go. So if your palm is like this, yep.
Is this right?
Yep, that's right. So then at this point, this is the flick. So all you're gonna do is you're just gonna kind of lightly give it a flick. It's not a snap like that. A lot of people give me like a strong snap. It's not gonna work this way. You wanna give it a light, kind of almost a push with the middle finger against the corner. So go ahead and flick it. My work here is done. This is great, but I also feel like it's not fair because I think I might have shown her this move a long time ago and she probably still remembers how to do it. So yeah, you probably won't have success as she did the first time around, but I'm guessing when you guys do it, it's like it doesn't even spin. Yeah. It just kind of flutters out from the ground. So go ahead and try it one more time.
No, I feel like, oh my God. Well, I feel like when I first did it, where I was like first seeing. I'm just a natural cardist.
She's a natural born card. Actually, fun fact, I think women, just girls in general, are better at cardistry. Like my mom is times 10 better than my dad.
Really?
Yeah, because I think girls have like thinner, longer fingers, which helps with cardistry, and guys just have like thick, short, stubby sausage fingers. That just does not help with cardistry.
Well, you have like nice fingers.
I have decent fingers. And okay, so this is variation number 1, by the way. This is when you're gonna flick it from hand to hand. Now, I can't do it with my right, but I'm gonna attempt to. So again, you're gonna hold your hand out with your arm out, and you're just going to give it a light flick like that. So I suck.
Oh, wow.
There we go. Okay, so if I do it with my left hand, so you see that? Again, light, and you're just flicking it out. And the catch is great. So as you can see, when she's throwing it, her catching hand is like, which you don't want to do. You're not going to catch anything like a little T-Rex, right? You're going to want to like cup your hand and make sure that it's like. Okay. I don't know what you're cupping, but you're cupping something, and that's what you want to. When you want to flick, you want to catch it like this. So it's almost like you're cupping a sack of potatoes.
Oh.
Okay, that was a lot. So okay, that happens a lot too. So to control the speed, it depends on how hard you're holding it. If you give it that kind of a, snap, then of course, card's gonna go flying fast. Like yeah, that goes way fast. There we go. Oh, snap. But that's only the first variation. This is just the side to side. There's 2 more variations that I'm gonna show you. So this is good.
For most of the video, it's gonna be like me looking at the screen a lot, and I have to.
There's no screen here.
There's no screen.
There's no screen.
Okay, so if
I have a feeling I'm just gonna get pelted in the face right now.
If I put my hand here,
do
you think I can? This is like a good aim?
I would maybe angle it like this a little bit more. And then, yeah, if you flick, give it more. There we go. Oh, snap. You see what happens when you have someone teaching you interactively like this. Magic happens. You just learn things. Okay, so she's gotten that variation. So you guys kind of have an idea. One last time, just gonna go over it really quick. Hold it by the corner, 90 degrees. Guys, the starting position is probably the most important thing. And it's gonna feel, does it feel a little awkward to you? Like when you hold it, like it's almost gonna fall?
Yes.
Right? Okay,
Yeah.
so that's the feeling you wanna go for. You don't wanna like, just like hold it here where like it's not gonna go anywhere. You want it to be really, really loose. And again, 90 degrees. And when you point away, you just give it a light little, one of those. I can't do it with my right. I should be learning. I should be teaching myself. Oh, I did it.
Oh, you did it.
Yay.
It was very weak.
Yeah, it was very like,
It was like
limp. Nah. Yeah, so that's
if
variation.
it had a sound effect, it'd be like me.
It's a turtle. Okay, so variation number 2, and this is going to be this way. So you're gonna hold the card, and I don't know if you'll be able to do this one because not once have I ever taught anybody this move and they were able to do it ever.
Oh.
So we're gonna try it. So you're gonna hold the same exact way, right? Like this, 90 degrees. Except this time you're gonna awkwardly kind of rotate your arm, and you see how it's almost like 90 degrees for me again, but it's upside, yeah, exactly. Like that, and you're just gonna give it that same snap, like, okay, let me show you with my left hand what it's supposed to look like. This is what it's supposed to look like. Here,
Whoa.
yeah, so it's upside down, and it kind of,
But when I did it, it went down instead of up.
did it? Okay, let me see one more time. Okay, that's too much, like this. There we go. All right, now flick it. Okay. 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 Strike 2. One more and I'm out.
God, my face is red.
Okay, so you're gonna hold the card again like this, and you're going to just
I can't do it.
So try to, when you flick it, give it a little more momentum. Like don't stop here and then flick. Give it like, go all the way through and flick. Don't stop. Try that. There we go, that's good. Okay, so you're letting go the right way, and all you have to do is just catch it, right?
But how do I angle it more towards me?
Towards you, you have to be a little bit like more, Yeah, does that make sense? So almost twist your arm. This actually isn't supposed to be done sitting down, so if you're practicing this move sitting down, you shouldn't. If you stand up, it's way easier. Look, you see how you stopped? You don't want to stop. You want to go all the way through and snap.
Oh.
And all the way through, and there we go.
Oh my God.
There we go. That was awesome. I don't know why, but that momentum helps, right?
Yeah.
Like if you stop there and then try to do it, sorry, I had to get you back. So if you try to do it like just stopping, it's not gonna really work well. So just try to think of it as like one continuous motion and snap.
Oh.
Okay, I sucked at catch. Okay, this is gonna happen until I catch it. Go ahead.
Okay.
Okay.
You're gonna catch it?
I'm gonna catch it, or maybe you can catch it. Okay. This is too close. Too close.
I was too excited.
There we go. So sometimes it'll go from hand to hand like this.
Oh.
Not like that. Just hand to hand like this. So from left hand to right hand to left hand. Or you can do it from the same hand, just like that.
Wow.
And when you catch it, I like to do this pretty catch where it's just with 2 fingers. Because it looks extra. It looks extra.
Pretty.
It just, doesn't it? It looks like I'm so confident.
Yeah.
I caught it with just 2 fingers. As
Well,
opposed to the other one, right? When you're like.
Right, and it looks easy.
And it looks easy, right?
But it's not.
Little do they know.
Yeah.
Try one more time.
Okay, one more time.
There we go. Okay, so the catch is just a matter of practice. Now you guys kind of understand. The technique is the same. Yeah, so it's the cup for the catch. And then the other one you can catch with 2 fingers or whatever you want to do. The last variation, ideally for cardistry, I show people the same move 3 times because that's how long it takes for people to sink in. Oh, that's what that is, right? Like if you see something for the first time, you're like, so what I like to do is I like to take the card and you know what, I'm gonna just try standing up. So you go like this. The first thing is here, so it's almost like anti-gravity, right? So here, and you catch it, and then you go side to side, and then you can do the upside down, just like that. So those are the 3 phases you can kind of show people. So you, from low to high, side to side, and then this thing. So, make sense? So try this. I don't even know how you're gonna have to stand up and just kind of extend your arm and just shoot the card like this. So try that.
So like this.
Yep.
And then what?
And then you're just gonna shoot the card, but make sure to angle your hand kind of this way. So remember the 45 degrees, that's gonna cut. It's gonna go probably right about there. So there it is.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And I caught it.
And she caught it. That's amazing. First time.
First time.
That's another time. Don't. Now that you think you're like an expert at cardistry.
I am. Natural born.
She's not. I don't want to make it seem like I just handpicked somebody and was like, see how easy this is?
Okay, then ask me like how to fan, and this is my fan.
That's still not bad for like a first time
really?
person.
Pick a card. Any card. This is how I fan. No, how I fan is like this. Oh, you're amazing. I'm a big fan. I'm
The biggest fan.
fan.
This is PDA. So now you guys know how Snapshot works. If you guys have any questions, do you have any questions? Okay, so now you guys know how to do Snapshot. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments section below. And let me know what other move you guys want to learn. By the way, the whole point of this series, people ask me like, how do I get to make a living doing cardistry? I have lots of sources of income, and that's what I want you guys to understand. And invest in yourself. And that could really mean anything. I'm gonna have some of my friends tell you guys what they've invested in their life to be able to make the income that they make. And for me, it's like, it's dividends, it's performing, it's selling products, teaching this stuff. It's lots of different things that allow me to be able to make these videos in the first place. So I want you guys to tune in every Monday to see which stocks I buy that you can repeat. And if you want a free stock, go to this link above either her head or my head, and you guys will get to learn how to use the app that I use to be able to buy stocks, and you'll get one for free as well. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. This was Snapshot. Hope you enjoyed it. Now you see me too. Come on, that's okay.
Oh, I'll try to do that to the camera.
Yeah.
Just throw it.
Oh, by the way, fourth variation. I'm just gonna throw this in as a bonus. You guys can. This is how Mark Ruffalo, the Hulk. He does this with coins. He showed this to me. Like he took this and he's just like.
Oh.
Yeah.
You can do that?
Yeah, you can do this with coins. But you could do this with a card too. Just
That's
throw it at
cool.
people.
I wanna learn. How do I do that?
So you're doing the same thing, right? 90? And then you just, your palm facing out, or there we go, and you just, yep. Try one more time. Yep.
Oh.
Okay, that's going down, but basically it's playing around with the angle of it. So I'm kind of almost like awkwardly up. There we go. That's great. And that's 4 variations of Snapshot. Hope you guys like that. Tune in next time. That was fun.
Yeah.
All right. I like. This is the result of learning how to do Snapshot. Your guys' floor is gonna look like this. Ooh. So good.
Oh, wow.
That's not okay.